Hey, what's going on, guys? Lord Guy here, and today, what I'm gonna be talking to you about is disciple training, specifically noob training. Now, this is all data gathering for the eventual disciple guide I'll have to make in a long time from now. Also, keep in mind that I'll probably be doing other like mini definitive guides before drop because disciples these are the most crucial thing. So I'm testing every fucking thing. Also, if there are other things that you want me to test, uh, I'm trying to look into everything. So with that being said, um, unsubscribe. No, I'm joking. With that being said, here are some things that I want to relay to you. This is gonna be like a disciple talk, but like a lot of shit. I'm just gonna talk. All right. So when you first get a disciple, your stats are going to be trash, right? The first thing that you see is the rate of HP to the rate of key. If the rate of key is higher than the rate of HP, I recommend to reset that disciple. The reason being is although the stats that a disciple will upgrade is random, the rate at which they upgrade them is consistent. So this is a double HP to key ratio disciple. This means that this disciple will always favor key more. Sorry, bleh. This disciple will always favor HP more than key at least twice the amount of time. This disciple is also pretty solid with critical 4, and it has a pretty high armor, but this is like good armor base. The reason why this is a good armor base is because you can see it in the back. So you see here there's 34s, 30s, 30s and shit like that. Snails deal an average. I have to do more testing on this, but snails will deal an average of I think 150 to 200 damage or 100 to 150 damage. So the fact that the armor is higher than the snail's output attack means that he'll only be getting hit with ones and very low minute amounts of attack. Let me pull up another. One thing that I want to show to you is look at what this disciple is. Oh, he fucking died, dumbass. Alright, look at what this disciple is telling me. First, he says, "Hi, Master, I'm here," because he just got revived. And he's saying that he needs a sensu bean. I'm not going to click the... Look, if I press the button, I have no beans, right? I'm going to donate to myself on another account. I'm going to donate 1 bean. The disciple will automatically eat senzu beans. There's 2 conditions, and these are in ore. So I'll have to remove the image for a second. Please don't let me forget. So if their vitality goes from... Oh, sorry. If their vitality ever drops to 0, they will eat a bean. Or if their mana or if their key ever drops down to 0, they will eat a bean in that also. Hopefully I didn't expose my email. But this is also the biggest thing that I want to point out. Look at how the disciple just freaking combusted. He died because his armor base is so low that the snail just kind of took him for a pushover, right? The other disciples have armor that are in the high 100s, right? Or the other one has a armor of 200. So if you look right here, he's getting dealt almost 200 damage each hit. And that's it's oh, see, look, all of them died. All of them die at some point. With them having a high armor, they can train at snails. And this gives the most XP. This gives the most bang for your buck. That's why a disciple with high armor is very advantageous. But remember what I said in the beginning, where the rate, so the stats that they upgrade. Excuse me, sorry. The stats that they upgrade, they choose it at random, but the rate at which they upgrade them is consistent with how you see the disciple in the beginning. So this disciple has a low armor base. Also, they never upgrade critical. This disciple has a low armor base. This means that in late game, so let's say I go to Cold and train him over there, and he does a good job. He pays his taxes. He becomes a functioning member of society. He will be less likely to upgrade armor in the late game when he's at the 10 billion, the 20 billion, the 30 billion, than he is to upgrade the HP, the key, and attack. As opposed to the disciples with the high armor, this disciple will be upgrading armor at a very large rate when he hits that level that he can upgrade them at. And is that good or is that bad? That's really not for me to decide. Also, check this out. This disciple started off with a high key to high HP ratio. The ratio was about, I think it was it was leaning to the key side. I believe it was 1800 to 2200 HP to key. But look, now the HP has been upgraded higher than that. This is because they like to play catch up. So at some point, the HP will be higher, especially in the beginning. But now that it's increased, now the disciple's like, okay, now it costs more for me to upgrade HP than key. Let me do something about that. And that's when they start upgrading key to a grandiose amount. And then the cycle will continue. This disciple will always try to favor key to HP. When it is this close, that's when you see there's gonna be a point where HP is higher. There's gonna be a point where key is higher. But you're gonna see more of a point where where key is higher. In regards to attack, let me see where all the disciples lie, and then I'll speak some bullshit about that. There is some difference between the races. Ooh, this is a big point that I have to bring up. So, why don't you attack master? In my testing, after 10 minutes of just sitting idle by your disciple, they will ask you to attack. And is it I'm not here to tell you whether or not it's good or bad. I mean, I think it's bad. I'm not here to explain why it's good or bad. All I can tell you is it's pretty freaking dumb, but there's really nothing you can do. Uh, there's nothing you can do besides purchasing the mechanic to stop that. If you purchase a disciple charm from the Obaba's charm shop, your disciple's attack will double. And the attack, and the damage that they receive will be cut in half. So the disciple charm is good on that front because it is a power charm and a buff charm in one just for your disciple. Now, there is no formal double XP charm for your disciple, and that's what makes training for these guys so difficult. When you're training your account, it's extremely easy to level up, relatively speaking, because you have access to the 3x charm, the 4x charm, the Intel charm. Intel charm alone is pretty solid on its own. But disciples don't have that. The closest thing they have to an Intel charm is this event that's here right now. If you get all 7 of the pumpkin Dragon Balls, your disciple you have the option to grant the wish of your disciple to get double XP for a set amount of time. The closest thing to that is Jackie Chun. Now, Jackie and Master Roshi, they their disguise gives your disciple a set amount of XP. I believe it's 50%. So if they wear that, your disciple, or sorry, if you wear that, your disciple gets more XP. And that's really cool. That's a really cool disguise. Keep in mind it is 4K gems for the pair. So it does come at a hefty price. That's the biggest drawback. I'd say that's the only drawback. And yeah. One thing that I want to tell you about, let's see which. So I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there's this rookie 8%. Not many people know what this does. And every single account has it, every master, every disciple has that rating where they're a Super Namekian or Super Namek 1, 2, 3, Kaio, fucking Marmaduke, Marmalade, uh, something like that. But people don't really understand what it does. I mean, actually, I think you do know what it does, but you just haven't connected the pieces. Okay. So this basically says the monsters that which you train at are their PP is going to get nerfed. Oh, that sounds weird as fuck. The potential and power that they give is going to get nerfed based on the power rank, the power title that you have. So if I'm a Super Namekian level 1, I won't get the same experience from killing a snail that a rookie would get from killing that exact same snail. If you really want to see, let's see. Think about when you kill a dinosaur that's 200 HP. You don't get as much experience from killing that dinosaur as you did when you were a noob. Does that hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please let me know. Because I really want to word that in a way that it makes sense. Because a lot of people, including myself, I had no idea, what the significance of these titles were until, like recently, actually. Hard to believe because I'm the smart fucking I'm a smart, attractive, handsome, and I'm yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be a serious fucking video. Ah, shit. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's kind of as much as I want to talk about. I think as far as disciple talks go, this was probably the most, um, I guess, resource intensive. This is the most I've ever actually fucking talked about a disciple. Because the other disciple talks, it's me like just showing my stats rather than actually telling you how to fucking train a disciple. Hopefully I went over the why don't you attack master. If they tell you, um, like why don't you attack master, they do that every 10 minutes. But yeah, this won't be the end to the disciple guide. This is more so a mini guide or a very loose guide on how to train a noob disciple. Reason being is it's going to be very, very far out when I do a definitive guide on disciples. Like, and it kind of has to be. Like, this is the most important mechanic in the game. And it's very crucial that at least most of the information is right. And most of the information comes from a perspective that actually wants, like growth or some shit. But yeah, in any case, thank you for watching. Really appreciate all the support that we've been getting. We are at 100 we are at 100 subscribers right now. And I'd like to thank each and every dude. I'm just saying fucking words. Thank you whoever's watching this video. I really sincerely appreciated. Um, it's it is, oh, and hopefully I say this every single time I do a thank you, but it's always super weird just saying thank you to a screen and not knowing who's behind it. Um, it's something that like I always think about, even before when I had my other channel. It was so just weird thinking about that somebody behind the screen, miles, hundreds of miles, continents away from me, is watching what I talk about and actually having an interest in what I have to say. And I can't be more privileged. So in that regards, thank you for watching. Have a great day.